We're quarantined with the Falcons. I want to thank Medical Mutual for helping us put these together, trying to keep you informed of what's happening with BGSU athletics. Right now, we want to introduce the newest member of the athletic department. In fact, so new, she's been able to come to Bowling Green. Stacy Kosciak is the Senior Associate Athletic Director and Senior Women Administrator. Stacy, welcome to Bowling Green virtually.
Thank you so much, Todd, and thank you for having me this morning on this beautiful sunny morning.
Well, I'm sure it's a little warmer down there, but you are so new, in fact, that when you were hired, all of these stay-at-home orders were already in place. So you have been in North Carolina at your home this whole time. So let's start with giving folks your background and how you got to this point to where you will now be joining Bowling Green. Give us a synopsis of what you've done with your career.
Sure. So I am just finished, actually, or was in the process of finishing my 21st year at UNC Greensboro, located in Greensboro, North Carolina. I've served a number of roles at that institution, everything from head volleyball coach all the way up to my recent position was deputy athletic director. I do tell people that my career has actually been there for 27 years because I was a student athlete there as well and played volleyball when the university first went Division I. So I've been there my entire career.
So what attracted you to Bowling Green then? Obviously, it seems like at this point you might be there for the rest of your career with that kind of connection and success in Greensboro. What attracted you to look into coming to Bowling Green, and what so far with that has actually come to fore for you?
You know, for me, I was looking for a different perspective, and UNC Greensboro, we have a number of great programs there. One program that we don't have is football. And there is no intent of having football anytime soon. So I wanted to get a little bit different perspective of what it was like being at a school that had football. Once I started going down that path, I was actually introduced to Bowling Green. My former athletic director, Kim Record, came to me and said, "Hey, there's a job open at Bowling Green. I think it's going to fit right in your wheelhouse." And as I looked into it, it did. It really did fit into my wheelhouse a little bit. And for me, the decision about where I was going to work next and the next chapter in my career was more about the people and less about where it was I was going. I asked my colleagues and asked around and asked about the leadership of with Bob and what his style was and kind of any feedback they could give me. And he's very well respected and very highly thought of. And his leadership style is very highly thought of. And that was the first thing that really got me interested in going to Bowling Green. And then the more I looked into the core values of the institution and the core values of the department, they fit really well with where my philosophy was for college athletics. And so once I was able to get on campus, and I met my colleagues that I would potentially be working with, that just sealed the deal for me. Because one of the things that I had heard over and over was once you become a member of the Falcon community, people genuinely care about you. They want to know what's going on in your life. And it's not just a passing question. It really is, how are you doing? And I immediately felt that. And I have felt that since the moment that I took the job.
Well, now, of course, we're all in this holding pattern, and I'm sure you'd love to be able to come on campus and start to really dig into the job. But what right now are the obstacles, and how are you trying to overcome them to start to become an administrator at BGS for these difficult times?
Yeah, obviously the biggest logistical challenge is moving. My husband and I were trying to sell a house in North Carolina. So it is actually going live on the market this morning. All of our possessions are in boxes in the garage, with the exception of a few pots and pans and a few shirts and shorts that we're keeping out. But one, trying to get this one sold, and two, trying to find our home there. and where we're going to be living. And so that's a really big challenge. You know, the second challenge for me is I like to get to know people and talk to people in person. I'm very much a one-on-one type of what I would consider administrator, where I just like to have conversations in person. And although virtual is great and I can see and we can hear, we can talk, it's not the same as being across from someone and really getting to know the people that you're working with and getting to know my colleagues so that we can just get into the trenches together.
Stacy, as you start to dive into this job, then what parts of BGSU athletics have you real excited to start your position here?
Wow, there are so many actually. You know, when you're in a crisis, one of the things that always jumps out at you is the leadership, right? And I really feel like the leadership of the university and within the department um, have just done a tremendous job and have really done a great job of being transparent with what's going on, the hardships that we're all going to face, and just really putting it on the table. Um, so that I'm excited about that. And I'm excited about the great things, even with all these challenges, even with everything that's all the unknowns and all the variables. I feel like there's some really great things coming to Bowling Green, and I'm excited to be a part of that.
Well, Stacy, I heard you talking about shorts and t-shirts you left out. Just a word of advice. You'll always need a jacket in Northwest Ohio and in Bowling Green. So make sure you get that unpacked when you get here. Stacy Kosciak is the Senior Associate Athletic Director. Will be in Bowling Green as soon as it is allowed, as she was just recently hired. Stacy, welcome to BGSU Ziggy, and we look forward to meeting you in person very soon.
I look forward to meeting you as well. Thanks so much, Todd.